Yo, what up guys, B5D here. This is not my account. I'm logged into the account of El Juan to help him do an account takeover. From the comment or the message he sent me on Discord where he requested for this takeover, he said he's kind of good. He's a player who knows what he's doing in the game. He has been playing for about 220 days, closer to that 1 year mark right there. If you go to his daily login, you'll see how long he has been playing right there, about 224 days right here, which is good. So you expect this player to not be doing so good in terms of champions, artifacts, level of the game he's gone so far, right? You expect him to just be beating Nightmare or just doing the minimum, maybe mid game. But I logged in and I saw that this account was going towards end game. What do I mean? He has cleared all dungeons already at 25 normal, or even beating some dungeons at the new hard level 10, right? So hard level 7 for Dragon, Spider doing hard level, and maybe Fire Knight. He's been slacking a little bit in Fire Knight. So dungeons is fine. What did he need help with? He needed help with a certain area in the game, which before we could do it, it reset. That was Doom Tower. You know, those waves that was kind of difficult to get through. I'm talking about those waves that keep giving you a lot of block revived, you know, those Motu Mokabu stages, right? That's where every hard Doom Tower player gets it wrong until you have the stats of the champions to make it work. So it's normal for you to get stuck at that stage. So we can't show that content since it has reset and Doom Tower is not open yet. So what else did he ask for? He's fine in the arena. The next thing he was talking about is faction wars, because the Silver Watchers faction will soon come up, hopefully in the month of June. And yeah, it seems like he wasn't ready at all. Most content is at 60, Undead is at 60 keys, even Green Tribes, which is just one left right here, you know, just this one left. So you're closer to that 61 keys, I think. On some of them, even Barbarian Crypt, you're close to 54 keys right there. So you're doing good, but the thing is that you don't have the champions. You don't have the champions yet at 60. You might have the champions, but they're all at 40, at 50, and not enough gear to make it happen. So I did log into this account hoping that I could push this thing, the elves, to maybe get you a little bit further. But I logged in and I saw that the elves, perfect team right here, but I'm seeing 2 liabilities at the top right here. So because these champions right there cannot do it, no matter how many times Arbiter revives them, they'll keep dying. So maybe somebody else could join them, and that's gonna be an Elhain. Maybe even if you take her to 60 for just this faction war stages, guess what? You're still gonna use her in Doom Tower secret room, so it's not a total waste to take her to 60. So that's the next content that I feel like this account should focus on, faction war, because once you get your Lydia the Death Siren, a lot of content opens up, including the Doom Tower hard stages, including the Hydra stages. So she does a lot for you, so you don't just rely on only decreased defense. So that's a content that I wanted to try to help with. But even if we do have the silver to make it happen, but we just don't have the champions at 60 or 50 self. So else I would have regeared some of them and pushed a little bit. So but what did I do on the account then, since we couldn't push faction wars? Let me see the other faction that was open. Green Tribes. Green Tribe is also open, and it looks good. That faction looks good. But one champion that is supposed to keep this team alive is this dude. Drogo the Gaunt will be awesome right here. Take him to 60 and let's try again. There are other epics who are better than this dude. Hopefully you can even use this champion in this place. I feel like this champion is a better person for the Green Tribes faction. So you have the waves covered with your stun set, hopefully on your Bellower, hopefully stun set, because even his A1, the lock active skills might help a little bit, but you need a tanky champion in the leader slot right there, so everybody doesn't die and Ugo keeps reviving them. So that's another content I would have loved to push, but I can't regear a level 40 champion. So take him to 50, what take him to 60, let's put it in a shield set or bolster set and make him go to town. All right, so we really can't do this Green Tribes either. So but any faction that comes up, now that you know what you need to do in raid, you should be able to go back to the campaign and begin to take all these champions to 60. If you have any doubt about whether this champion is worth going for faction wars or not, you can always go to the Discord, post your screenshot of the champion for that tribe or that faction, and we'll give you tips and tricks on who to build for that faction or who to take to 60 for that faction, so you can clear it hopefully fast enough before, but I doubt you can do it before Sylvian Watchers faction launches though. All right, so what's the next thing I did on the account? I checked out your great hall. It seems like you are focusing in everything. I looked at HP and I wasn't impressed. You shouldn't be focusing on HP. Defense is even a better stats to focus on in this great hall affinity bonus than HP. Defense is where to go. I understand that you have an unkillable teams doing 2 key unkillable for you for the clan boss, so you didn't feel like you needed high defense anymore. Well, if you do not need defense, guess what? Accuracy. A lot of champions in a lot of content still need this accuracy to be maximum, so you can rely less on an accuracy chest and rely fully on accuracy banner. So you don't need accuracy substat on every gear you have, where just only banner with this accuracy on the right stat can get it working. So that's how the accuracy can help you rely on only banner, no more accuracy chest and accuracy banner for your champions, so they can survive longer. So there are some champions who are just there for nuking ability, you know, damage dealing. That's when you begin to talk about this crit damage for those type of champions, like a Cold Heart. If you're interested in that type of spider nuking content, she's right there for to get more crit damage out of your void. But she's not priority though. I think defense and accuracy is still more priority. Some people might say if you're going to go for Doom Tower or Hydra, resistance is the way to go. But these days, resistance is easy to get. Resistance is kind of easy to get. I still don't think it's priority for it. Then what about this area bonuses? You've not been beating it. Okay, you've been doing it for Hydra battles, which is a good place to focus on since your every other content is taken care of, right? So the next one is Hydra battles. Demon Lord is also taken care of. So yeah, you're focusing on ignore defense and speed, 2 stats that you actually need for that Hydra. Perfect right there. So but just do better with this one. How do you do better? Fight more arena battles and focus on taking one thing to gold before you go to the next thing. Don't spread everywhere like this. It's good to have the HP for the champions, but it's not the highest, it's not the most important stat on your champions. Usually accuracy, defense, crit damage, crit rate, you know, those are the more important stats on your champions than HP. All right, I said it's a HP damage dealer. Maybe. What else did I check out on the account? I did the gear cleanse you asked for. You did say you are chilling at a cool. Guess how many gear you have right now on your account? Drum roll, please. Boom, 688. I know that's not something that's to be clapped for, because when we discussed initially, this player was looking towards just maybe minimizing the amount of gear he has in his account to maybe by 300. I did say I was going to reduce it by 200 or 300, but guess what? When I logged in, I saw a lot of trash. When I'm talking about trash, I mean in their substats, not just flat stat. No. I mean a lot of substats. You are keeping a lot of items you did not need to keep. So to give you a rundown, I look for these 3 sets. HP is there, no HP, so I kept this one for you for faction wars. HP is here, but speed, maybe you needed one more roll into speed, might make this one useful for something I'll offset. That's why I didn't delete it, else it would have been gone. For speed, I deleted a lot of speed sets artifact that did not have speed sub rolls. I kept one, I think. There's one I kept that did not have speed sub roll. No, it's gone. So if it does not have speed substat, it was gone. So every other thing you see right here will now have speed substat, which is what you need from your speed sets. So even if you have 5 speed, 6 speed, I kept it for you. I did not delete it. But the ones that do not have speed substat, it's gone. So that's the brutal gear cleanse that was done right here. For crit rate, I just kept this on because it's good to have at least one set if you need extra crit for a champion build. Crit damage, you can see right now, every item on your account is taken to 4 and 8. So what did I do? I actually looked at every item. 1273 artifacts that I looked at, leveled up, and took your silver from 17 million to 30 million, almost double the amount of silver you had. I didn't level them to 12. I just do 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8 to really find out if they are worth keeping or selling, because it's not just good to look at an artifact and sell it without leveling it, right? So I actually took it to 4 and 8 to find out if 8 for the ones that are mostly 6 stars, and 4 for the ones that are 5 star, or sometimes 4 if it went the right artifacts or the right substat that I needed. I kept it right there for you. I'm covering it up a little bit. So, but sleep gear, you are keeping a lot of it, even if this new set, this new dungeon now requires you to put the boss to sleep. This set is still not the best way to do it. We still have that rare champion you can pick up from the campaign easily to consistently put that boss to sleep. You don't even need to fight that boss in a very high level. Level 12 or level, I think 11 works fine. Level 7 works fine. So you shouldn't need these day sets. You are keeping a lot, so I trimmed it down. I don't even know why I'm keeping this. Oh, because it has crit damage right there. You do need a little bit of that crit damage glove. This might roll one more roll into triple crit damage. That's why I kept it, but it can be sold. I didn't roll this one. I'm looking for triple rolls on this, but you can do it during artifact enhancement and see. But I did check it out, and since it's an epic, you might get triple rolls into it and be used as an offset. That's the only reason why it should be kept. You kept a lot of frenzy set also. This is one set that is usually not used in raid. This is one of the sets that is still today 10% turn meter for every 5% lost. Even as an offset, I didn't see good substats on them. So, but these ones were kept because they do have good substat that can be useful somewhere. See, resistant, double resistance right there can be used maybe somewhere. So let's keep going. For your regen sets, you've not been farming the Fire Knight a lot, so I didn't see a lot of 6-star regen set, but a few ones I saw, I have to keep them, especially the ones that have HP substat in them. So I checked here, HP, checked here, HP, checked here, HP. Well, that's flat HP, sold. Why am I selling this? Because you already have 2 that have HP, so that's gone now. No HP right here. This should be automatically sold also. This should be automatically sold, but you can sell it by yourself. HP right there, so this will be kept. No HP. The third sub roll might be HP, but this is your only 6-star piece right here. That's why I kept it. The rest were 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. So that's some of the reasons why I was keeping it. It's not good to just sell everything, even if it doesn't have HP. I just at least keep 1 6-star for you, because that's another thing I always consider. You're moving right now from 5-star artifacts to 6-star artifacts, from 5 artifacts to 6-star artifacts. So that's something to consider, why you should be farming a lot of that 24-25 content. All right, I touched a little bit of relentless set because yeah, you do have some 5-star relentless set that did not have any good substats in them. I know it's hard to obtain, but still, that doesn't mean you should keep every relentless set you get. When you're beginning to get a lot of it like this, my question is, why are they not on champions though? Why they're just sitting here? Because I know there are champions in your account that might need this relentless set. Amiga, Seal the Drake, you know, many champions to name who benefit a lot from relentless set. We'll check out the artifacts to see if you are putting it on the right champions. Then Savage sets, I went over here and saw that Savage sets, you've not been farming the Fire Knight enough to have a buttload of them. I even checked some of the champions out. They were not in Savage, like your main Nuka, this champion that retaliates when somebody dies. I forget his name. I don't own him on my account, but you have him, and he's not in the Savage set. So if he's gonna actually retaliate when and the enemy kills one of your allies, he should be able to take them down that instance. So I saw him in a crew set, 2-piece crew set, so he belongs in Savage, but I level it up a little bit. If you need me to regear him, I didn't want to regear arena champions. I feel like faction war champions are more of a priority right now, but faction war champions don't belong in Savage set. So keep the Savage for this, your arena nukas, and yeah, you can check it out later to see if you now have good ones using the L8 artifact extractor, of course, to find out which ones will be best if you're playing on PC. This is Destroy set is still not a set you want to keep a lot of, because that boss that needs it in the, what do you call this now, the Doom Tower, Scarab boss, it's easier to take care of these days with the right accessories. So this is not a high priority right now, so I trimmed it down a little bit. Not a lot of stun set again, not a lot of Fire Knight farming that you've been doing, and Toxic set you do have a lot because Dragon was farmed. I trimmed out Provoke set. You had a lot of Avenging set. This is also another one that is not often used in raid, so I trimmed it down by 50%. What do I mean trimming down? All the ones you see right here now have a little bit of something that can be used. That's a flat start that should be sold. Resistance useful, crit damage useful. So ones that I know can go double rolls into something that can be useful for you. And of course, your boots, you are keeping a lot of attack percentage boots. HP percentage boots, defense percentage boots, you are keeping a lot. What I mean a lot. So I had to trim boots down a lot. So you find yourself having a lot of speed boots right now, less HP percentage boot, less defense. You still have defense percentage. You still have some of them. Where is it? This is attack percentage. I still kept some HP right there, but I deleted a lot. That was just right here, HP. If there was defense, I sold it. So this one, attack, speed. So I know the sets that required that particular set. Defense right here was sold. I saw defense and HP on crew set, gone. So that's some of the changes that was done to your boots. Am I out on the end right now? No, almost at the end. Scroll. I just have to give this brief rundown of what was changed or what was sold, so you understand how you came to this amount of artifacts that are left. This is still enough to build champions. And guess what? While I was recording this or making this artifact cleanse, which took me some hours to do, they announced on the Discord that there will be a Dragon's Lair Speed Frenzy event coming up on the 30th of May, which is going to be tomorrow. So if you're interested in getting more speed gear, getting more artifacts from the dragon, triple chance of dropping speed sets. So head over to the dragon tomorrow and go crazy. So you can fill up this amount of space that I've just freed up for you right now. And then that's not all. For Fire Knight that you've also not been farming, Stun set and Savage set, this is time for you to stack up on that so you can have it, a lot of it on your account. So your Stun set can be valuable for your champions to build for faction wars. You need it. But that's not all. On the Stun set for Savage set is coming on. I mean, Stun set and Savage set drop Frenzy, Fire Knight Frenzy, 3x to drop Savage set, especially which one you need. It's going to be dropping on 31st, and of course the next one is June 1st. We'll have 3x to drop Bannerlord's accessory from the Spiders Den. I don't even want to click the accessories to see what's there. I didn't want to check, but let's see. Doing good, because Spider 20 drops a lot of good stuff, so we can't really do anything about this. We're not going to gear cleanse this one because I've taken enough time. I'm telling you, I went deep cleaning into this, so maybe we can schedule this accessories cleaning for another day. You usually don't have a problem with accessories. You don't usually need to cleanse accessories. Why? Because you're currently sitting at 786 out of 1300. You're fine on accessories, no need to cleanse it. You might just need to, for silver, if you need silver, you might come in here and take out some ones that are redundant, but we're not going to do that right now. But another day we can do that. So which other set have I not touched? I didn't keep a lot of this because it's easy to obtain. This set is one of the most useless sets to keep a champion alive. So when you're building tanks, you know what to put on them. When you're building champions you want to stay alive, you know what to put on them. But this set is for those who don't have any options yet. If you want to keep somebody, I can give him Bolster, give him Stone Skin, even Lifesteal, even Immortal. There are ways to keep champions alive, and this resilience, you had a lot of it. I took them down. And of course, perception, you have to keep a lot. This is okay to have a lot of perception. It's okay. I didn't trim this one down too much. You had a lot of speed, a lot of boots right here that were not on the right way, or you have redundant one. If you see attack, I just took the best out and deleted some. So that's why you'll find a lot of accuracy, speed, accuracy. Those are the substats I was looking for. Accuracy, triple roll on accuracy right there. Accuracy and speed is the main thing. Check out speed there, triple roll and speed. So that's the main things I was looking for right here. And of course, some that has crit damage or something. And then for this other set from the Doom Tower, I didn't trim them down a lot because you don't have a lot of them. So of course, I took down Affinity Breaker. No. It's not useful a lot. Of course, the ones that have substats that are bad, I kept one that had good rolls into a substat that can be used for an attack champion maybe. And of course, the new protection and Stone Skin have to keep a lot of these days, because Stone Skin, there are champions who need it for the offense and champions who need it for the defense, right? So you have to keep both type of Stone Skin. You can't just come in here and just delete Stone Skin. So I kept a lot of your Stone Skin, and it's not easy to obtain. Once a week, so you can't come here and delete Stone Skin. I kept a lot of it. And Instinct booster sets, the trash ones were removed, and yeah. So that's the main thing I did on the account for this takeover. Initially, we come over here to see if we can rebuild some champions. But I tell you, faction war champions, take them to 60, take them to 50 at least. If you don't know which ones to build out, he reach out to me and we'll talk about that. But for this, I think the first set of call was to reduce the amount of gear you had from 1,273 to 687. That's half. And this is the biggest amount of the highest amount of, what do you call it now, gear cleanse I've ever done. Even my account, I can maybe do 200 free space, 300 free space, but I understand that you've been farming for a long time, since the early game to mid game right now, and you've not done this type of gear cleanse, so you find a lot of gear just sitting right there that you don't know about. So if you need me to regear any champions, I didn't just want to make this one too long. I just wanted to show you. If you want some champions regeared, specify the ones, because the faction war champions are not 60 yet, and I don't want to regear champions that are not 60. I would have taken a look at your speed boosters for arena, but I feel like arena is not a high priority content that we need to focus on. Or maybe we want to deal with that Fire Knight and push it to level 24. If you can do it at 3 minutes right here at 23, I think you can definitely do 24. What team is this for? Is this for Fire Knight double cold heart? Yeah, you can do it. So what's the delay? What's the hold up with 24? Let me quickly see one of these cold hearts build to see if they're rocking. %80 crit rate, 200% crit damage, 176 speed, 300 accuracy. That's fine. Not high attack, but this can get the job done at 24. What's the second cold heart rocking? Not yet maxed. She's at level 50. She's just there. 197 speed, faster than the other one. So just turn meter reduction then. That's what they're there for. Say the Drake not 60 yet. You still have a lot of champions to 60. I'll highly recommend you go back to campaign. Go back to campaign. You still have a lot of champions to 60. I'm telling you. This Ragash is 60 already. Yes, it's 60. So you have a lot of champions to 60. By the time you take all these champions to 60, this faction war grind that you're going to get Lydia will be awesome. Will be much easier to go around. Even this one that we are talking about, Royal Guard, not even able to take it down with Habitat because his gear are not maxed, and he's not in Savage set, and 100% crit rate, 190. Good build for this for so far, but get Savage on him, you even love this champion better. All right, let me end it right here. I just think that this was a gear cleanse that I didn't want to show it would have been a 1 hour gear cleanse, but that's why I had to cut it out of the video, do it first off screen before I come on here and hit the record button and show you all the changes that were made. So the changes was only to gear, none to champions right now. If you need it, you go back to any particular faction and take it down, take the champions to 60. Which champions? Message me, I'll let you know in screenshots, or show you the best champions for that particular faction. Right now I don't have this, there is no energy or silver or even what do you call it now, chickens to take any champions in a faction to 60 to push any faction. But that should be the next thing on this account. I feel like that's the most important thing at this level of your account, where you can beat every other content besides Hydra, Doom Tower Hard, and maybe this new content that just came out. Do faction wars. It's more beneficial. Lydia is totally worth it. Whether you do it before Sylvan Watchers comes out or before you do it after Sylvan Watchers faction comes out, it's still the next piece of content to focus on. While you're still pushing on any other events and tournaments that are coming up, like I see you got the Jetney, the Giant Fusion. Congrats right there. All right, congrats on your accounts getting enough gear to go into the arena. To go into the Dragon and this Fire Knight tournament and go crazy with farming. Stock up on gear, and remember, when you get new gear this time, don't just let it filter in. Always, once you come in right here, do the filter just new, so you can delete whatever you don't need before you let it filter in, and don't let it mix up with these ones. So because this makes it a lot easier for the L8 artifact extractor to find your best gear when you level gear to 4 and 8, the good ones. All right, help me hit like if this helps you out. Remember, you can always ask for account takeovers on the Discord. Don't drop on the comments below. Go to the Discord, drop it, or go to any of my socials. You find it all in the description. If you want me to log into your account and take a look or gear any champions for you, you do have enough silver right here. Make sure you have all the resources, including champions at level 60, so we can help you beat any content that you need help with, or maybe just check it. look at your account in general and make suggestions for you if you don't have resources. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one later, guys.